Hi, DeFaro. Hi, everyone. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, great.
Pretty good. So it seems like each of you purposely kind of stay away from the typical teen roles, and this isn't a typical coming of age story at all. Is that something you guys purposely have done throughout your career?
For me, no. I think it's just whatever script I connect to and whatever story I connect to, I gravitate towards. And I guess in this case, I've gotten lucky to just, I guess, be able to be a part of really amazing storytelling. And yeah, I'm just honored to do something like this, which is like, it is so relatable in so many ways. And I think so many people and teenagers will be able to take, and adults will be able to take from this, but it's also such a unique and a one of its kind like story, which I'm really proud to be a part of.
I've been lucky enough to get different roles from around. Sorry, I've been lucky enough to get different roles, and this is the first role that I got. That's kind of like a lover boy kind of role. So I enjoyed doing that. That was fun. But yeah, no, I was very honored, very proud to be a part of the script. Yeah, it was awesome. It really is just scripts that stand out to me. Scripts that are unique, different, and this is one of them for sure.
Yeah, I have to completely agree with these two. I generally just go for things that stand out for me. This being my first feature, it was definitely wanting to kind of shed some light on kind of the intersex community and kind of what like kind of like being intersex impacts you in terms of identity. And I think that me and Molly connected right away, having like very similar stories as two people with variations in our sex characteristics. So I think that when it comes to choosing roles, kind of going forward, I do kind of want to shy away from stuff that is a little bit more typical. I want to keep telling these stories that need to be told rather than the ones that have been told time and time again.
Totally.
Yeah, the movie has such intimate scenes and not what you would kind of expect an intimate scene to be. For each of you, what was it like playing out these very intimate scenes that, of course, you're this character, but it's also you in it doing these things?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of thought and care that goes behind these scenes. We also had an incredible intimacy coordinator, so shout out, because she was honestly lovely and such a huge part of the process and made us feel so comfortable at all times. There was so much open communication between not only us and her, but each other. And I think it was a really safe environment. It had to be, because there's a lot of heaviness and a lot going on. So we had to feel at our most comfortable. I think the scenes too, which I really applaud Molly for, is it's very normal now, which, I mean, it's everyone's own preference, but I think to be extremely graphic in a lot of the way intimacy scenes play out. And I'm so happy with the way that Molly shot them and had them in mind, because they were done in such tasteful ways that I think so. And I think everyone was like seen in a really beautiful light that was not too intense or overly, it wasn't too harsh. So yeah, that's my kind of perspective on it.
Yeah, I'll jump in. My first scene, and the first scene I shot was our intimate scene with me and Maddie, and that was awkward. I mean, it was awkward.
Totally.
Everybody on the cast and crew for the first time, and then just jump right into it, And I think it was the first shot was me over the one of the camera ladies. So it was just like a POV of Maddie, and I'm standing over her, and it was really awkward. I mean, like, it was really awkward. But again, every single crew, every single cast, all made it comfortable. That's what it was, right? We needed to trust each other, and Maddie's amazing and Molly's amazing, and they really got me to a comfortable spot, because that was my first time doing something like that, like something that intimate on camera, So I was a lot of nervous on my end,
Me too, for sure.
Yeah, for both performing it and for both making sure that my partner is comfortable in the scene. You know what I mean? Because that's the only thing that matters. You know what I mean?
And you really were, both of you were so amazing and as a scene partner, just like always checking in. We were all just checking in with each other. I feel like so much like, are you okay? Is this
Oh
okay?
yeah, me and Maddie were literally high-fiving every time we kissed.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
it was like, cool, this is the thing that we're doing
And then
now.
you'd like hand me my shirt. You're like, here you
Yeah,
go.
it'd be like, oh, let's
Yeah.
cover you back up.
Yeah, it's a lot. But obviously, Maddie, your character Lindy has a connection with both Jax and Adam, even though they're obviously two completely different people with two completely different point of views. How would each of you kind of describe that connection and why they each have these feelings for each other?
Yeah, I'll kind of jump in on this one. I think that Jackson Lindy's connection is definitely, I think it's like a massive kind of opening up for Lindy. And I think that even just Jax as a character within the script is definitely like, from like how I've discussed it with Molly, Jax is kind of this character that Molly wishes had been around. Like kind of in her telling of her own narrative here. And I think that you can definitely read that very clearly on screen. And I think that between Lindy and Jax, there is this kind of beautiful, quite innocent connection in comparison to the connections that Lindy has with the other characters. A lot of Lindy's connections, other than with Jax, are very like physically motivated. Obviously, her exploring like her sexuality and sensuality. Whereas I think with Jax, there's like a lot more layers to their relationship. And I also think that towards Jax's feelings towards Lindy, there is this kind of this intrigue and being able to see something in someone that maybe not everyone sees. And I think that that was like a huge thing that I was always trying to play with underneath every scene, was that Jax kind of has this interest in Lindy, being like, there's more to you, and I can tell, but no, it doesn't seem like everyone else can see this.
Totally. I feel like for me, and I was telling you, Kylie, yesterday, I think, the first time I watched a cut of this film, I didn't realize it as much until I like watched it back. Randomly, when they're on the swings together in slow-mo, that made me cry. Like out of all things, that made me cry because I was like, one, their connection is like they're just having a moment, but that's the first time you see Lindy fully herself with someone.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually such a special breakthrough because, like, especially too, the sentiment of being on a swing as a kid, you're like, that's your most free, you're flying, your hair is moving. Like, I think that scene is so emotional to me for some reason, even though it's like a montage moment. But I just, to see like her inner child come out, and I think see Jax's character be able to just bring that out in Lindy is like, it's really special.
Yeah. And shooting that scene was like, that is such authentic, just like, that was just me and Maddie basically just hanging out on a swing set. It was like so fun to shoot. And I think that it really translates on camera. And honestly, I can only thank Molly for just being like, just hang out, guys. Just
totally. No, it was
have
easy.
a good time.
And on the flip side, like Lindy and Adam, there is still such a pure nature to it as well. Like it really is that like puppy dog love, like very just innocent, like nothing. Because at the end of the day, like Adam's character is a very sweet boy, and I think there's like a respect level there. I think it's just like they're young and they don't know what to do. They're trying to figure it out, you know. So yeah, I really do love their dynamic as well. I think it's sweet.
To add on to that, what Maddie was saying, I think it's just you know, they're like 16 years old. They're little kids trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And when you're that age, I guess you just want to get as intimate as you can. You know what I mean? It's just like try out new things. And so yeah, it was awesome to play a role like this. Yeah, so it was just awesome to play this role.
Yeah, he was such a sweetie, and to cut Adam like a bit of slack, he has no idea what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
He's making this book and she's just everywhere each day. But on a bit of a lighter note, you guys have a Halloween costume party moment, and your costumes were so intricate and cool. What was it like to shoot that?
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. am obsessed with DeFaro trying to open up the drawer and give Lindy the gift with the scissor hands. That is absolutely the funniest like scene. And I don't think it played like that in the script, but I think like we just were blocking it and we were like, that is hilarious and so sweet. It was fun. It was really fun. I think all of us, we were delusional. We filmed all of that at like 3 a.m. and
Oh yeah.
we were so tired, but it was really fun.
It was cool hanging out with honestly hanging out with a bunch of the extras. It was really cool to sit down there and be like, oh, you're from Reservoir Dogs, you're from, you know, Leon the Professional. Like everybody had their own costume from some iconic ass films. I was just sitting there with the extras like, yo, this is so cool. You know,
Totally.
yes,
It really was like a real party.
Yeah,
yes,
I
it
was
felt
gonna
like a
say,
real party.
yeah. That I think that's like when we connected probably most with like everyone connected on set together that day. Well, that early morning. And to be fair, I've always wanted to have a Prince costume, and now I have a Prince costume, and it's like literally made for me. I could not have asked for a better like takeaway from that set.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it. And I love you all so much. This is like a little dream for me.
Aw,
so I can't wait to talk to you guys about future projects.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Congrats again.
Thank you. Bye.